Lifeweaver sucks, and we all know that he sucks. He sucks so much that nobody can get to Grandmaster playing only Lifeweaver, not a single streamer nor a top 500 player. But there's one person that managed to do it, me. With my newfound experience and knowledge over the topic, I'll discuss why he sucks and how do we fix him. Before I get into a 10-minute rant about Lifeweaver, there's one more topic I'm very knowledgeable about, and that's how to protect your eyes against blue light. If you're a professional gamer like me, you are probably sitting in front of your monitor for very long periods of times, and that's not healthy. As a matter of fact, you might suffer from some side effects from the blue light emitted from your monitor. For example, you might be struggling to fall asleep most nights or get some headaches. There's a very simple and stylish solution to your problem. It's these glasses provided to me by GMG Performance, which help you fight against those pesky blue lights being emitted by your monitor. Here's an example of how it works. These glasses act as a shield by blocking the blue light emitted from your monitor. These glasses for me personally have been a great help. I have managed to reduce the amount of headaches I receive, and also I sleep like a baby ever since I started wearing them during my nighttime gaming sessions. For 48 hours after this video gets released, there will be a 40% discount on these glasses, so don't forget to go check out the link down in the description below to grab a pair while the price is low. Lifeweaver is the 37th hero released by the Overwatch development team, and he's a support. When he got released, there was a lot of backlash, and there's a few reasons why that happened. First and foremost, people were not happy about a hero that can control their movement. For example, you can pull your teammates around the map or place platforms underneath them. This disrupts the gameplay and is really jarring. This was especially bad on release because you could pull your teammates off the map and just kill them whenever you want to. Now, the second main reason why people really dislike this hero and he was received so poorly is mainly because he just kinda sucks. He's really bad compared to other supports. Even after the buffs, he's not really better than Kiriko, Ana, Zen, or whatever other support hero. And why is that? Well, there's a few key factors. For one, he does not have the ability to make game-winning plays, like for example landing a big nade or just killing the entire team with Zen or Kiriko. Most other supports are very proactive, and by proactive I mean they can set the tempo and create their own opportunities to carry the game. Unlike Lifeweaver. Lifeweaver is reactive. He's a lot like Mercy. If I have to define those two heroes, they're like supports in RPGs. They heal and enchant in a way their teammates so their teammates can play better. But if their teammates are bad at the game, there's nothing to really propel. There's nothing to really help with because they cannot land their shots or make the plays in the first place. No matter how much you damage boost them with Mercy or no matter how many times you save their lives, if at the end of the day they cannot play the game well, you are really screwed over. And this leads to a lot of situations where you just feel really powerless. Believe me, I know. I have over 1000 hours on this hero, and it's just not fun whenever your teammates are struggling to get even one kill or just stay alive. Not to mention that you are probably gonna get flamed because you're playing Lifeweaver, even though your tank is 1 in 10. Now, the real question is, how do we fix Lifeweaver? Yeah, he got some changes recently, but those changes are just not enough. Now, the real question is, what changes does Lifeweaver need to make him viable compared to other supports? And I know that he got recently buffed, but those buffs will probably not be enough to make him a meta pick or even viable compared to other supports, because at the end of the day, why pick Lifeweaver when you can go Zen and one-shot people across the map? My first suggestion on how to buff Lifeweaver is to actually change his ult. I don't mean that we need to completely revamp it or rework it, but give it something so it's more proactive. As it stands right now, it's basically a melee that barely heals. It's very unique and it's very cool, but it sucks. I don't like it and I just put it out every time I can because it might just heal my teammates more and might lead to a teamfight win. But I can never save teammates, nor can I swing a losing fight. Let's compare it to Zen's ult, Transcendence. Transcendence heals teammates so much they can't die unless they get one shot or antied.
Zen can move around and is also invulnerable. Not to mention that it helps him reposition if he wants to. Now, with the tree, it suffers from the same things. Your teammates can die if they're untied or one-shot, but they can also die by taking too much damage. And why is that? Well, because the tree barely heals anything whatsoever. I think it's around 70 per pulse. It's stationary and it can also be broken. Not to mention that sometimes you might even block your teammates and kill them by accident. Now I would like to suggest a change where this ult actually roots the enemies every time the tree pulses and heals teammates. Not for a very long duration, but still for a short amount of time to actually annoy the enemies and allow for some kills to happen. You might nerf some other aspects of the tree to make it more balanced, but you can swing some fights and combo it with your teammates if you want to. I also have the controversial opinion that we should probably give him a cleanse to his pull. Now, a lot of people are going to be angry and they're going to be like, no bogur, you can't do that, it's broken. I know. But considering the fact that we have an entire character that can one-shot people across the map with no fall-off damage whatsoever and also cleanse the entire team, I think it should be alright if we give him a little cleanse to an ability that can absolutely ruin your team fight by just using it at the wrong moment. Not to mention a lot of the times when I pull somebody on Lifeweaver, they'll still die if they're Junker Queen ulted, anti-naded, or just burning. When Blizzard was creating Lifeweaver, they wanted to make a hero like Mercy, something that did not require a lot of mechanical skills but still could win games by just supporting their teammates, either with damage boost or just enabling them like Lifeweaver. The problem with that is that Overwatch 2 is very fast paced. You don't want to be playing heroes like that if you want to win your games, at least in solo queue or in Overwatch League. Why would you pick Mercy when you can pick a 5th carry hero like Zen, Baptiste, Ana, or anything that can swing the fight by themselves? Mercy inherently cannot swing the fight. Neither can Lifeweaver. But I do want to mention there's nothing bad in creating a hero like Mercy, because there's a huge casual community that really loves playing this game. Not everyone wants to carry the game, not everyone wants to be the hero, they just want to support, and that's okay. As a matter of fact, there's a huge community behind Mercy, the Mercy Mafia, and they're always there and they love the hero, and every time there's a new Mercy skin, Overwatch is trending on Twitter. And I'm sure that there's gonna be something like this for Lifeweaver as well, because at the end of the day, the hero is quite unique and very entertaining to watch. Especially when you watch a very good Lifeweaver player, like me. Watch me, I am the Lifeweaver player. There's also a few quality of life changes I would like to implement to Lifeweaver, which are pretty simple, yet are going to be very, very welcome. First and foremost, there's a setting for Ana Nano Boost where you can actually confirm who you want to Nano Boost. There's a lot of situations when I play Lifeweaver where I want to pull a certain target, but somebody gets in front of me, which leads to me accidentally pulling them instead, and that leads to me getting slurred by my teammate. Instead, if I had a pull confirmation box like Ana has for her Nano Boost, I can actually set up the pull beforehand, and when I want to pull my tank, I can pull them from harm's way. This will be a slight buff and very welcome change. This way, I'll avoid getting trash talked by my team for something I didn't want to do in the first place. Accidents happen, and this will minimize accidents from happening. The second change that is quite small, yet is going to be a pretty good buff, is to actually reduce the cooldown between swapping your weapons. That is your healing and your damage. I really hate when it's in the middle of the fight and I just want to kill something really fast, but it takes half an hour to actually swap weapons. It is extremely annoying, or vice versa. I'm dealing some damage and then one of my teammates is low HP. But because I need to swap weapons and then charge up my heal, they're most likely dead. This leads to a lot of situations where I don't want to risk doing negative damage just to let somebody die. That's why I'm just heal botting all the time, because my team just might die, and I don't want that to happen. If we actually decrease the cooldown between swapping weapons, the duration, or whatever you want to say, the time, it will also actually incentivize people to do damage without being scared that somebody is gonna die on your team. Outside of buffs and quality of life changes, there's a few bugs that really annoy me with this hero. Half the time whenever you try to pull somebody or grip them, what happens is they get stuck around the corner or on the payload. Now, I will give them credit, a lot of this has been fixed with the latest buff, but it still happens, and it really sucks when it does happen, because your ability is kind of useless at that point and you can't really do much about it. There's nothing more annoying than having your teammate getting stuck between your payload and something else, which leads to them dying. Or your grip not working at all and still going on cooldown. That also kinda sucks. I can say that it probably happens because of ping, but it's still really annoying. Second of all, after the latest patch, what happens a lot of the time is your platform doesn't really activate or get stuck on random places. Why? Well, because they reduced the area where it activates, which leads to it not activating half the time, especially when you need it. You have to be really close to the platform to actually activate it. This leads to a lot of situations where you could have actually escaped, but because of the recent changes, you can't actually do it anymore. But to be fair, those bugs are a very small part of Lifeweaver, and they're not the reason why he struggles. They will probably get fixed in the future, and if they don't, you can just assume that there are small little quirks and make the hero unique that way. Now, to finalize my thoughts, I do believe that this hero is quite fun in the right hands, and it's really enjoyable to play with a good teammate, with a good duo, or with a 5-stack. But in solo queue, you have a horrible time. I've had a lot of people throw my games, I've had a lot of people go AFK, and I've had to endure a lot of trash talk from a lot of random plat and diamond players just because I pick him or because I pull somebody. And I'm not joking when I say this, I have probably lost 20% of my games to people just losing their mind because I pick him. But that's just normal for any ranked game whatsoever, and toxicity is just inevitable at this point. And I highly advise you to go play some other hero if you're solo queuing, like Zen or Baptiste or even Ana or Kiriko, it doesn't matter. Anything that can actually kill enemies and carry fights, not Lifeweaver, because if you play Lifeweaver solo queue, you will not have a good time. You will suffer just like I have. I know this video was a little bit different than my other ones, but that's okay. I want to try it out, and if it pops off, I might just make another channel and upload low quality, low effort videos like this one to that channel instead. You will get your highly edited meme videos very soon. My editors are just busy, and I'm busy as well because I have some exams to do. Actually, my final exam, and then I graduate. So, good luck to me. And second of all, I'll make a highly edited video like I did with the Unranked 2GM on Winston, the cursed one, uploaded to YouTube. It'll be about Lifeweaver obviously, because I played only Lifeweaver for more than a month, and I managed to be the first person to ever get Grandmaster on Lifeweaver playing only Lifeweaver. So I think it's a pretty big achievement, and it was quite the journey. I actually did cry when I got to GM. Anyways, keep an eye out for that video, keep an eye out for other videos. Thank you for watching, make sure to subscribe, and join my Discord as well, and see you soon. Go check out my Twitch. Goodbye.